We are live on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always an Instant Classic. And tonight we are here to predict WWE Roadblock 2016. And Roadblock is going to be a special live on the WWE Network tomorrow night, which is March 12th. And a lot of these matches, we were predicting them to happen at WrestleMania, like Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt. We wanted Triple H to face Dean Ambrose at Mania. We also was predicting, the League of Nations to be facing the New Day for the tag team titles. But we're pretty much getting this at Roadblock, so they kind of like swerved us a little bit, like on different matches. But I really don't think this really show needs to happen. I mean, I understand why they're giving it to us, since there's like they're not doing any like live specials in March, because WrestleMania is in April, but I don't really think they needed to do a live special. But maybe the reason why they're doing that is because so people don't unsubscribe from the WWE Network. Maybe that's why. But DJ, what's your thoughts on this live special here?
It's quite interesting. It's an interesting addition to the road to WrestleMania. Honestly, I would have I feel like this is something they threw together not too long ago, but I would rather them have done it maybe had Fastlane a little earlier and then did this, or did this like a little bit after Fastlane or something, because I feel like it's just a lot right here in the same period of time with Fastlane, then this, then Mania. But I think it's definitely a cool idea. I'm surprised this didn't turn into Fastlane. This seems like a kind of a Fastlane 2.0 kind of. Now that we know a little bit more of what's going to go down at the pay-per-view a little bit, we have something to kind of build towards. And it's kind of one of those things for those those fans who don't necessarily look at it like kind of I guess more so like the analysts on YouTube and stuff do, where like you don't they don't look at it as being as predictable. They look at it as like two guys, like for example, let's just say Dean Ambrose and Triple H. They look at it as two guys who one who's an accomplished champion and one who's just nuts, and they really truly give Dean Ambrose a chance. So I feel like it's a good thing for those guys especially, and just for wrestling fans in general, because I personally get excited for every pay-per-view or live special on the network, and plus we got some kind of NXT inclusion in this too, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely. And it feels like these pay-per-views these days are kind of getting references toward racing, like pay-per-views. Like first we have Fastlane, and then now we have Roadblock.
Well,
like what's the next pay-per-view?
I get it, because if you think about it, it's always been called the road to WrestleMania. So why wouldn't you have a roadblock in the road? That's how driving works.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't there be a fast lane in the road? Like, people get mad at it because you can't compare wrestling to racing, but you can compare anything to anything if you think about it.
Yeah, like watch the next pay-per-view would be like WWE Stoplight or WWE Stop Sign or something like that. It's gonna be something stupid someday. Watch them do that next year or something. But let's go ahead and get started with these predictions. So the first match we're gonna be talking about is we got Dash and Dawson versus Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy, and Dash and Dawson are putting their titles on the line, NXT Championships on the line. And as bad as I want Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy to win, I just don't think that they're going to give it to him here. I mean, they haven't won the tag team championships ever, and I think they're going to be getting pushed up to the main roster soon. Maybe after WrestleMania. Like, I just think that it's time for them to get pushed up to the main roster really soon. And I think this is going to be a good match, and I think this is pretty much a test to see if Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy are actually ready for the main roster. So that's pretty much why I think, and they're pretty much throwing a bone to NXT right now to see if these NXT guys can handle like an actual WWE crowd, like the main roster crowd. So, but I think this is going to be a very fun match. But I am predicting the what's their team called again?
The Revival.
The Revival. Yeah, I always forget what their team name is. So I'm picking the Revival to win this match here. DJ, thoughts?
All right. I'm actually surprised they don't have a Sami Zayn match in this. in this like special event since they're in Canada. Imagine him and Kevin Owens going at it just at Roadblock, kind of just building up the feud or whatnot. I'm surprised they didn't have anything with him, but as far as this match is concerned, um, yeah, I agree. I think this is a great way to get two young teams, kind of main roster ready, and kind of see because this is like technically this is kind of like a pay per view, which is kind of cool. So I think this is a good way of kind of getting these guys ready, especially Enzo and Cass because they've been in NXT for so long. But I expect Dash and Dawson or the Revival to win. Um, I would love for Dash and Dawson to win, and then maybe cut like a little promo saying why they call themselves the Revival because the name was kind of just thrown on them, which I'm fine with it. I like the name. A lot of people don't like the name because Dash and Dawson, but I personally like the name a lot. I think it's a good name. It makes a lot of sense. We all and wrestling companies do this all the time now, but we all talk about how the tag team division isn't as prestigious as it used to be, and they come up with a team like called the Revival, and people get mad about it. And I'm like, isn't that what you want? Like in every sense of the word, don't you want like a revival of the tag team division? But yeah, I think with a little more explanation, I think Dash and Dawson could be a really good team. I think they kind of have like an old school style to them, and I think that's why people feel like they're kind of generic because like they're really like a smash mouth old school type of a tag team. They're not like a newer tag team that's fooling around. They just go in there, they get the job done, they say the words they need to say, they attack you when they need to. So I think Dash and Dawson are going to win this. It's weird to call them the Revival because I just haven't heard it enough, but I definitely like it as a team name. I like Dash and Dawson personally.
Yeah, same. And also, I think Dash and Dawson, or the Revival, I think they're going to be like losing the titles. Probably add Takeover Dallas to probably Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. The team. What's Alpha? What are they
Yeah,
called?
American Alpha. And
American Alpha. Yeah.
On that point, I think honestly, I think Enzo. I think this should be a good back and forth match where Enzo and Cass come so close to winning, and they just somehow Dash and Dawson end up winning to still make Enzo and Cass look strong, but also make Dash and Dawson look strong. And then I think even at Takeover Dallas, I think to continue to build on Dash and Dawson, I think they should go in against Chad Gable and Jason Jordan and beat them too. And then have on that second rematch, have Jason Jordan and Chad Gable actually win.
Yeah, but next match we're going to be talking about is another tag team match, which the New Day will be defending the tag team championships against the League of Nations, Wade Barrett and Sheamus, or as I like to call them, the League of Jobbers or the League of Booty. That's what the New Day loves to call them. And the New Day, they've been I'm about to say NXT champions. They've been WWE tag team champions ever since SummerSlam. So they've been tag team champions for a very long time. Like I think it's about 200 days now. So like I said, they've been tag team champions for a very long time, and I don't really see them losing to the League of Nations right here because Wade Barrett. It's been rumored that he's on his way out in May or June, somewhere around there. So I really don't think that they're going to give up to the League of Nations, in my opinion. But I think this is going to be a very good match. Both these teams are heels, and it's weird seeing heel versus heels. Like you don't really see that much. So maybe the New Day might play a little bit of face role in this match because it looks like they might be turning them face maybe down the road or something. But because I remember that segment that they did at Fastlane with Edge and Christian, it kind of was like they were turning face a little bit there. But but I still think that they're going to like find a way like cheap win here, and maybe might be by disqualification, and maybe they might have another match at WrestleMania. I kind of have a feeling that this could be leading to WrestleMania, but I'm going to predict the New Day to win here, and I'll say they maybe win in like clean fashion. But yeah, what's your thoughts on this, DJ?
As far as this match is concerned, I still feel like the New Day are going to win. I feel like this is just to continuing to propel the New Day to WrestleMania. And I'm wondering because I feel like the League of Nations haven't earned anything at all. If you look at even the last couple of shows, they haven't really done much. They haven't really like pushed the League of Nations as like a faction that could break off into a tag team to do anything. Plus, we know Wade Barrett's on his way out the door, so I feel like WWE's not going to reward Wade Barrett for leaving them. Um, so I feel like number one, this is the wrong combination of the League of Nations right now. I mean, I just think Rusev should be in it. I think he to give him more, get that stigma about him where he's dominant again. I feel like they should have put him in this match, but I think this match has the potential to be good. I know a lot of people are going to frown on it because they don't like Barrett and they don't like Sheamus, but I think this could be a good Smash Mouth type of a tag team match. I feel like they may be setting up some kind of multi-man tag team match for WrestleMania because really we don't have any true number one contenders. We had the Dudleys turn heel recently, and they haven't done anything to build on that. So maybe they do something to get involved. Or obviously we got the chance of Enzo and Cass coming up too. So I'm wondering if maybe like Enzo and Cass maybe lose, and then like you know you see the New Day kind of laughing at him or something, and then that kind of starts a little conversation between them, and then you can keep the League of Nations kind of in it too if you want to kind of build them as a legit faction. But I feel like it would be cool to see. Obviously, I want to see the New Day win. I love the New Day as a team. I think they're doing a great job, especially with a gimmick that initially wasn't going to work, and they made it work, kind of having to change some stuff up a little bit. So I think the New Day are going to win. I would like to see more of a Freebird rule from the New Day, though, because I just think because they have 3 members, they should use that to their advantage. And plus, they're a heel, too, so I feel like they should use that to their advantage more often. But I'm going with the New Day in this one.
Yeah, same. And also, I definitely agree with you that they should use the Freebird rule more because they used it like once last year at one pay-per-view. I think it was at Payback 2015. Yeah, they used it at that pay-per-view. That's pretty much the only pay-per-view they used it at. And also, I definitely agree. I don't think they should be using Wade Barrett in this match. They should be using like Rusev, and yeah, that's who they should be using. Rusev and Sheamus. And I like 4 of the 4 guys in this match. I just can't get behind Sheamus. I mean, I liked him at the beginning when he came back, but his gimmick really got stale and old. I would really wish they would, shake up his gimmick again because Sheamus, he just gets really old to me. I'd rather watch paint dry than watch.
I mean,
Sheamus
I think
wrestle.
if they did something with Sheamus, even if they put like a lower title on him or maybe a more minor title on him, I mean, I think Sheamus could really do some good things with the title. I just don't think he's WWE World Heavyweight Championship material right now, especially with all the over guys and even over heels. Like I would rather see Kevin Owens as WWE World Heavyweight Champion than I would Sheamus, just because I feel like Sheamus doesn't really, for some reason, and he should, but he doesn't. He doesn't really have that presence about him that makes you like really like you only dislike him because you get bored of him. You don't dislike him because he's a heel.
Yeah. But the next match we're going to be talking about is Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt. And, everybody was predicting this to happen at WrestleMania 32. But, of course, we're getting Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania 32. Which the reason why this match is pretty much happening, like, at least this match isn't, like, so random, like, why the hell is this match happening? It has a little story behind it because, Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family took out Brock. They eliminated Brock Lesnar, and that would make sense to do this at WrestleMania. Which I'm actually kind of happy they're not. I'm happy they're getting Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania. But I think this is gonna be like the Madison Square Garden show that they had back in October. On the Go to Hell tour in October with when he faced the Big Show. I think this was gonna be like. I think he's just gonna destroy. Bray Wyatt, and I think the Wyatt family are going to come out, and Brock Lesnar is going to destroy the rest of the Wyatt family, and I think this is going to be pretty much like a destroy, pretty much getting Brock Lesnar ready for WrestleMania, and so like I said, I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar to win here, and I don't really know where Bray Wyatt goes from here. Like, who is Bray Wyatt going to be feuding with going into WrestleMania after this? Like, he doesn't really have an opponent to be facing right now, like a big opponent. And whoever his opponent is at WrestleMania 32, he needs to get the win because At WrestleMania 30, he lost to John Cena, and then at 31 he lost to Taker. And if they give him a third loss at a WrestleMania, this can really kind of hurt his career a little bit because the Wyatt family are just kind of a joke right now. Like they're supposed to intimidate you, but they don't even intimidate me at all. Which, I mean, I like them, but the thing is, WWE has booked them so bad. But like I said, I'm going with Brock Lesnar to win here. DJ, what's your thoughts on this?
This one's kind of hard for me because I was actually on one of the wrestling chat groups I'm in on Facebook. A guy was saying that Bray Wyatt should be destroyed by Brock Lesnar, and I don't think that should happen. Just because Bray Wyatt doesn't get destroyed, even if he loses, you don't see him job out. I guess you could say you don't see him get squashed. And Bray Wyatt as a character likes pain. And I feel like this could be a really good feud if Brock Lesnar could actually show up for a consistent couple of months. That's why I feel like this could have been a good feud from Rumble to Rumble through WrestleMania because Brock shows up on a more consistent basis then. As far as this feud could be it could be really good, but I just don't think they've really done anything with it. I feel like WWE's been kind of confused on what they wanted to do going into WrestleMania. So, I kind of want to. I would love to see Bray win this match. I feel like Brock's gonna win, and I feel like Brock's gonna win. But I would say the only way Bray wins is if they're gonna continue this feud through WrestleMania because Bray will win here and Brock will win at Mania. That's the only real way I see this happening. Because I don't really know what implications this has on Mania right now because we don't know what they're doing with Bray. And to be honest, I feel like, and I know people hate factions around the titles, especially like the major title. But personally, I feel like they should put the Wyatt family around the titles, especially the world title, because Bray has shown to be a very good worker who can also carry a feud on his own. You can see that with the Undertaker feud from last year. So I feel like if they put him in a feud for the title, I feel like it would be good, even if we saw the Wyatt family expand and go after every title. I think that would be cool because it's been a while since we've seen a faction completely take over the WWE, and I think the Wyatt family has that presence, and then that sets it up. That sets WWE up great to finally reveal who Sister Abigail was, because the key to Sister Abigail could be the title. But I'm wondering. I think they're gonna go in there. I think I'm gonna go with Bray because I think they're gonna continue this through WrestleMania.
Yeah, and I think Brock Lesnar, he's gonna do a whole bunch of his suplexes, his normal stuff, his normal stuff he does here.
And I think actually instead of Bray writhing in pain, I think he's just gonna laugh at it, and make Brock even madder, which will kind of help with, which will kind of give it a different psychology. You get it similar when Lesnar suplexes Ambrose, you get kind of that similar psychology. But I think this could be a really good psychological match to watch.
Yeah, definitely. This could be a very good match. I'm actually really looking forward to this. But the next match we're going to be talking about is the main event. Like I said, there's only 4 matches on here, so this is going to be, and this is a 3-hour show also, so they're probably going to have to be doing some more filler stuff in here also. But we got the WWE World Heavyweight Championship on the line. We got Triple H defending the title against Dean Ambrose, and pretty much why this is happening is because Triple H, he took out Roman Reigns on Monday Night Raw. I think it was a couple of weeks ago, and he busted his nose up. So Roman Reigns actually had to get surgery. I mean, he was already needing the surgery before this, so this was a way to write Roman Reigns off TV for a little bit, and hopefully Roman Reigns comes back this Monday because he's been gone for a little bit, and Roman Reigns doesn't feel like the big main event person in this picture right now. It feels like Dean Ambrose is the guy, and they're just trying to make us, think that Dean Ambrose, kind of had a chance to win the title, which in reality he doesn't really. I don't think he's really going to win this match. I think they're just, trying to trying to get us to think that he's going to win the title. But Roman Reigns maybe might show up to at the Roadblock tomorrow night and actually do something. Maybe help out Dean Ambrose or something. Or something might happen. Maybe Dean Ambrose. I mean, not Dean Ambrose. Maybe Roman Reigns will come out. But I think this is going to be a really good match, and this kind of reminds me of like Triple H versus Mick Foley match. It's like you want Mick Foley to win so much, and like this, like you want Dean Ambrose to win so much. But, of course, he's going to lose the match. But, this is going to be very fun. And I think this could be like a very long match. It could be like a 20-minute match. Like, because I remember at the Madison Square Garden show, you had with Cena and Rollins went the Steel Cage match. Like, they went for quite a bit. And I think this match could go for quite a long time also. So I think it's going to be really fun. I'm really looking forward to this. And, originally it was supposed to be Sheamus versus Roman Reigns, which I did not want to see that, before this became WWE Roadblock, because it was called March to WrestleMania. That's what the house show was called. So I'm kind of happy that, we're not having Roman Reigns versus Sheamus, because not much people did shit all over that match. That match happened. But like I said, I'm predicting Triple H to win this match here. DJ, what's your thoughts on this?
I think it's obvious that Triple H is going to win, because obviously you can see him going into Mania with the title. I wouldn't be surprised if this match didn't even happen. I wouldn't be surprised if Triple H found some way to get out of it or something, because I'm just not expecting Triple H to wrestle until WrestleMania. And I don't know, because I have been hearing some rumors that Triple H's contract comes up actually right before WrestleMania. I mean, so there could be some craziness where Ambrose finds a way to win this match, and because of the contract disputes, Triple H doesn't even compete at WrestleMania. I think that could be something too, because I don't know if you've heard about that, but apparently that's something too. And maybe that's why we're having this match. But I feel like Triple H is going to win this match. I feel like there's not really any way, except for the contract thing, that Triple H loses the title before Mania. I just don't see it. I know there's been some backstage issues between Vince and Triple H right now, with Vince not really liking NXT, and Triple H, obviously that's his thing, and Triple H probably feels like it and knows that it's probably the best thing WWE has going for him right now. So I don't know. I mean, I think we maybe could get, if the contract dispute is legit, and maybe Triple H just doesn't want to do this anymore, or doesn't want to do this for WWE, I guess. I think you could see maybe Dean Ambrose winning, and then we have Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns going into Mania.
Yeah, definitely. I think that could be really good. And that'd be really good. Like I think say if Dean Ambrose does win, that'd be really big pop in that arena. I mean, that'd just be really crazy to see Dean Ambrose win, because not much people are really expecting Dean Ambrose to win, because we already have Triple H and Roman Reigns set for WrestleMania. But yeah, those were all of the matches for WWE Roadblock. So like I said, hopefully you guys are going to be watching it on the WWE Network tomorrow night. And also, don't forget to follow all of our, Twitters. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at the TrueJustB, and don't forget to follow the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast on Twitter, which you guys can see that right down there. And don't forget to subscribe to both of our channels. The links will be down below. And DJ, do you got any final thoughts?
I'm definitely excited for the show. I kind of want to see how it's going to play out, because I hate it that we don't know what we're getting going into it, but it kind of does leave that kind of air of unpredictability a little bit, so you kind of don't know what to expect. So you never know what could happen. But I'm wondering if there's going to be some more NXT matches on the show. Maybe see like Finn Balor come out or something, just to kind of, because this is kind of a main roster crowd, I guess you could say, that's going to be at this. So it would be a good time to expose some of these NXT guys to the main roster crowd and see how it works. And honestly, just in the future with stuff like this, I kind of wish they would do some stuff to mix NXT with the main roster a little bit, because I think that helps a whole lot when it comes to bringing them up to the main roster, because not only do they get the experience, but the fans get to experience those NXT guys too. That if you don't watch NXT, you might not know who those guys are.
Yeah, same. And there was something I was gonna say now I can't remember what the heck I was gonna say. Oh yeah, like like I said, this was supposed to be a house show at first, but they changed this to like a live event. So hopefully, maybe they kind of make it feel like a house show. Maybe they dim the lights down. That'd be pretty cool. Make it feel like a house show. But maybe who knows what the stage is gonna look like? Maybe it's just gonna look like the Monday Night Raw stage, or maybe it's gonna look like a house show stage, like they did at the live event in Madison Square Garden. But yeah, that was pretty much all. And tomorrow we'll be doing our WrestleMania 13 review on my channel, so stay tuned for that. And also we got our WWE Roadblock review tomorrow night. And then I think on Sunday will be our WrestleMania 15 review on DJ's channel. So yeah, we're continuing our WrestleMania, continuing down the road to WrestleMania. And yeah, and our other hitchhiker isn't here tonight. Like, he was nowhere to be found. Like, where's that hitchhiker at? Like, he could be a killer, but we don't know if he's a killer. I mean, he's just a random hitchhiker. But that's pretty much all, guys. I guess we'll catch you guys in the next video. So, yeah, catch you guys in the next video.